make it 18 consecutive victories for Jose Aldo. Welcome into MMA Live Extra. I'm Prim Saripapat. Aldo, facing what many thought was his toughest challenge of his career, did not falter against Chad Mendes. Aldo won by unanimous decision at UFC 179 as he defended his UFC featherweight title for a 7th time. For more on this fight, let's go ahead and bring in ESPN MMA writer Brett Okamoto from Las Vegas. So, Brett, the judges all scored it 49-46. How did you see this fight?
Yeah, I scored the fight 48-47 for Jose Aldo. I gave Chad Mendes the 4th and 5th rounds. Really, I thought either score was fine, 49-46, 48-47. The only round that Chad Mendes clearly took, in my mind, was the 4th round, and that was the round that each of the 3 judges down in Brazil gave to him. So there was no judging controversy here. The decision went the right way, and that was to the champion, Jose Aldo.
The cards weren't close, but Aldo's face kind of told a different story. So would you call this the toughest fight he's ever had?
Yeah, from the time that he's come into the Zuffa era, for sure. You look at his WEC fights when he won the belt there and then came into the UFC as the featherweight champion through 7 title defenses. This is definitely the toughest test that Jose Aldo has had during that time. You know, Chad Mendes really committed to a gutsy game plan, in my opinion. This is a guy who is a wrestler, but he did not wrestle in this fight. He went out looking to stand with Jose Aldo. He had obviously worked on his striking for a very long time. That was the story coming into this fight. A lot of people weren't sure how it was going to play out, though. Jose Aldo is considered one of the best strikers in the entire game, regardless of weight class. Chad Mendes did very well. He hit some right hands, hit some uppercuts, had Jose Aldo in trouble a few times. Just wasn't quite enough to take the belt from him.
Now, after his last win in February, there was talk of Aldo moving up to lightweight. Has that stopped?
That has pretty much stopped completely, and that's the funny thing about this sport. You know, what's hot one day is not necessarily hot the next. It's looked like for a long time that Jose Aldo was just destined to move up to 155 pounds, and I still think that at some point in his career that will happen. But coming off of a really dynamic fight against Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo told me, at least, if he's not lying, that the weight cut has gotten actually easier for him. He's made modifications to his diet, to the process that he does to get down to 145 pounds, and he has fights there. Cub Swanson is on a very long win streak, and then, of course, Conor McGregor. Jose Aldo is not going anywhere until he fights Conor McGregor at 145 pounds.
Let's talk about Chad Mendes now. You obviously had some good things to say about him, but he is now 0-2 against the champ. But this time around, he had a much better showing. Last time he got knocked out by Aldo in the 1st round. So after the bout, he called out Conor McGregor. Who would you like to see him up against next?
Yeah, the Conor McGregor fight's obviously not going to happen. I don't even know if that was really a call out from Mendes. He just was saying that that's still a fight that interests him. Those two have sort of gone back and forth in the media over the last few months. Chad Mendes, to me, is the number 2 guy in the division. He is that established guy. And yeah, he's probably not going to get a title shot anytime soon as long as Aldo is at the top. But he deserves good fights. You know, fans want to see him in good fights, challenging fights, not guys he's just going to run over. To me, the clear one here is there's a fight between Cub Swanson and Frankie Edgar on November 22nd. Whoever comes up short in that one, have them fight Chad Mendes. That's a good fight. It's a fight that makes sense for both guys.
ESPN MMA writer Brett Okamoto, thank you for your time and insight today. We appreciate it.
You got it.
All right, that will do it for this edition of the MMA Live Extra. I'm Prim Saripapat. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.